I said this in my mini Holly review a few days ago, but I'm so glad that Mattel decided to release the mini racers of Finn and Holly in the same wave. They're both pretty important characters who have been missing from the line for 5 years now, and it's so great that they were released at the same time. They have a pretty bad habit of releasing two characters that go together quite a long while apart. So I'm very glad that they made the smart decision of releasing these two highly anticipated characters at the same time. And it's something I really wasn't expecting, because Finn first leaked with Dragon Lightning McQueen, who ended up being a new release in the boxes. So I assumed, oh, okay, cool, Finn will be new in the boxes. But no, I don't think Finn's been in the boxes yet. I think this mini 3-pack is his first appearance, of course, releasing alongside the Holly one. Yeah, they aren't in the same pack together, but I honestly don't really mind, because both of their packs are pretty solid. In fact, I think the re-releases in this wave of 3-packs are generally pretty solid. Most of the packs have a pretty good re-release, a really nice exclusive, and then, you know, the obligatory generic main character variant that they all have. And this pack is no exception. Anyway, guys, welcome back to yet another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new Mini Racers Secret Agents 3-pack with Finn McMissile, Mater, and Siddeley. Siddeley, of course, is a re-release, a crazy release from last year that I did not believe when I first heard that it was happening. Yeah, absolutely insane that they made a mini of Siddeley. Now, I actually already have a mini of Siddeley, and I reviewed him. I found some Mini Racer boxes back in late December at a local toy store that I go to from time to time, which is my first time ever buying the mini boxes in a store, and they had Siddeley, so I already have a Siddeley. It's going to be interesting to see what I could repaint him into. I wonder what I'll do with him. On the back, you can see Finn McMissile, Mater, and Siddeley the Spyjet, who is labeled fully as Siddeley the Spyjet. Now, let's get these three out of the package here. Of course, we will start off by taking a look at Mater, the least interesting of the three. Ooh, wow, Siddeley is packaged in a very interesting way. Sometimes for more complex shaped cars, they'll put in a little additional piece of plastic to hold them in place. But for Siddeley here, it's like a fully shaped thing. Usually it's just this little thin piece of plastic with a little bubble at the bottom. It even has some cardboard on it from being glued to the card. Wow, I usually wouldn't show this part of the unboxing, but that is quite surprising. Anyway, here is Mater out of the packaging. There we go. How many mini Maters do I have now? I don't think I want to know at this point, honestly. I should just start an army of Maters. Just as many Maters as I can possibly buy. Mater's a pretty hard character to repaint. He's pretty difficult to repaint. I've repainted my fair share of Maters, but yeah, I have more than I know what to do with. But this is the only pack this wave with a Mater, a regular Mater, so it's nice to not have Mater in every single pack, including packs he really doesn't belong in, like last year's Rusty's pack, right? Remember that fiasco? Anyway, on the back, A113 license plate, just your typical Mater details, and of course, this is a pack that Mater definitely belongs in, and is a really, really good fit for. All three cars, or two cars in one plane, really do fit well in this pack. Honestly, I feel like Siddeley's kind of the odd one out, just for, you know, being a plane and not being in scale with the other cars. He is kind of an odd inclusion in the pack, but he fits the theme of secret agents, of course, and like he is a very appropriate inclusion. It was just very surprising to see him in a pack, and very surprising to see him as a mini in the first place. He doesn't even have a regular 155 scale diecast. His diecast release is his diecast line compatible release was like a carrying case sort of playset deal, which I don't have, unfortunately. So this is actually the only piece of Siddeley merchandise I own, his mini racer. But yeah, very nicely detailed. Again, I reviewed this guy pretty recently at the end of last year. Does he have a little mouth down there? He does. He's frowning. He's a sad Siddeley, a sadly, if you will. I really like how they painted like a glare onto his visor. I think that's pretty funny. Moving on to the side, he, unfortunately, although being very well detailed, the windows are even like deeper into the vehicle. They're not just painted on, they are a further down part of the mold. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the A113 written on his back that he had in the movie, which would have been a nice touch. Such a strange shaped mini. He's also missing like a door on the back that he has in the movie. Yeah. He has a case where they sort of strip down what was on the mini, which they don't usually do. They're not usually lacking in details. But, you know, he looks great, honestly, I think, and the fact that we got a Siddeley in the first place is something to be celebrated just in general. And heck, we got him a year before Finn and Holly for some reason. Really weird choice, guys. And as you just saw, he does have 2 wheels here. These, of course, are dummy wheels, don't actually roll. They're metal parts of the mold, just there for looks. But yeah, he does have wheels. Interesting that the mini racers are committed to always giving their cars wheels, even if the car in question is Mator. Yeah, and finally, here we have the one and only Finn McMissile. What is wrong with his face? When I first saw this, I assumed he'd just have like the traditional Finn McMissile face. His regular diecast has this normal, kind of cheery but sly and cunning expression, very in character for him. And then I got a closer look at him a few nights ago when I was just sitting here looking at the mini pack I had hanging up here, and I realized his face was so strange. What is this expression? He's looking up, he looks like he's midway through a sentence. Is he angry? Is he determined? Is he trying to do something? I don't know. I could see this being a face Finn would make, but not a good look for the diecast. I don't really think it takes away from him, and it does sort of look like this inquisitive face. He looks like he's trying to figure something out, and I like that aspect of it, but it is a very strange choice for his expression. Look at Holly, whose expression is really, really good, and then Finn. It is sort of in character, but it just kind of caught me off guard at first. But yeah, very nice details on Finn. I've got his mirrors there. Are his mirrors? Finn, no! No! Last time when we knocked Holly down, we were supposed to do that. Finn, that wasn't supposed to happen to you, buddy. I like your diecast. And for the record, it's all good. We've recovered 2020 Holly. She's back up here. Not for long. Anyway, I'm trying to see, are his mirrors? Yeah, his mirrors are a different color. For a second, I thought they were the same as the rest of him because they're part of the mold. But they are colored separately. We, of course, have the logo on his hood. We've got his very nice mustache grill, 2-part mustache grill. His grappling hooks there. Is one of my headlights misprinted, or is that what they all look like? No, that looks like a misprint to me. It looks like this headlight is printed lower, or maybe is it supposed to like represent his telescope headlight? I don't know. I think mine is just a misprint. If you guys have the mini Finn, definitely let me know if yours has that going on with the headlight. I'd assume it's just an issue on mine. Of course, on the side, he looks pretty condensed in typical mini racer fashion. I like the windows being colored in gray here instead of the sort of translucent black of the original. I think that looks honestly a lot better and a lot more like him. Of course, my Finn is the original 2011 release with the mouth plate, so the window color might have been changed later on down the line or changed in a variant or something. I don't quite remember, but I do honestly prefer how the windows look here. We, of course, have this part on the side that his guns pop out of, not sticking out as much as it does on the regular diecast. Also, this line here is quite a bit thicker and is almost just the same width as the rest of the area, again, compared to the regular diecast and the movie design. But again, it's a mini, it's all condensed and such. Got the wheels there, complete with the bombs, the triangular-ish bombs in the wheels, very nicely detailed. Moving on to the back, we have the Finn McMissile logo once again, and his license plate 314 FMCM, referencing his voice actor Michael Caine's birth date of March 14th. There's a look at the other side. Does he have his back grappling hooks? Where do those come out of? Here and here? I don't actually quite remember, but I'd assume that they are molded in. There we go. There's a look at his other side, and there is a look at the base. A very solid mini racers pack indeed. Very, very glad to finally have Finn and Holly. Don't know what I'll do with another Siddeley, but that is great. If I hadn't found Siddeley in the boxes, if Siddeley wasn't there the one time I found the mini racer boxes, I would love this pack even more. But yeah, definitely a solid pack. One that Mater is a very appropriate inclusion in. Definitely a really cool pack. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.